I've just seen the preview trailer for the Depeche Mode feature entitled M. Let's talk all about it. Well, hello to you. It's been a while. If you're new here, hello, my name is Vaughn. I'm an artist development coach and an artist and a keyboardist for the UK band Mesh. Hopefully you will stick around to the end of this video and hopefully I will earn your subscription. Now, before we jump into my review of this trailer, at the back end of this video, I will be talking about my up and coming Depeche Mode shows, as well as the new Mesh album and all that other good stuff that you guys have been asking me about. But I understand that not all of you are here to see that, so I will start off respectfully with the Depeche Mode stuff. And if you're interested in what I'm up to, then I invite you to watch that at the end. So I've just seen the trailer for Depeche Mode M, and in fact I released this video several weeks ago where I talked about the up and coming feature. Now, I'm very excited about this. If you've been following me from the beginning, you'll remember back in about 2017 I released this one, which was my epic rant. I don't like to do many rants, but that video it started off as a review and then it just went off into a rant. And I know a lot of you agreed with me on a lot of the stuff in there. And of course, there were those that didn't agree with me, and some people even accusing me of dividing the Depeche Mode community, to which my response was, hey man, I didn't realize I had that much power, but thank you. Anyway, I watched a few snippets of it the other day, my epic rant video on Spirits of the Forest, and I must say that I disagree with some of the things I said, but wholeheartedly, mostly I agree with a lot of what I said. I believe in being honest and authentic, and I will always be as honest as I can, and I'm not always right, but I will always give you my honest opinion. I do think, however, just based on the trailer I've seen of M, the up-and-coming feature, this looks fantastic. This to me looks like they've put everything right. All the things that I was moaning about in the Spirits of the Forest feature, this seems to have put everything right. I don't want to focus too much on the Spirits of the Forest video I did. I would urge you to go and watch it. But part of my disappointment was look, man, I was very disappointed with the Spirit album. I know some of you like it, and hey man, I'm not here to piss over your opinions or anything. It's just that I said that the Spirit album felt to me like an afterthought. To me, it felt like the band wanted to go on tour, but then they decided, oh, we need an album. And it felt like it just didn't feel inspired, even though it was, looking at the subject matter of Spirit, a lot of that does resonate with what's happening in the world at the moment. So watch that Spirits of the Forest video and you will see my concerns. And my biggest concerns with it were the fact that, look, it was an Anton Corbijn production. It was a Depeche Mode production. A lot of my criticisms come from the fact that I rate Anton really, really highly. I rate Depeche Mode really, really highly. So when it's not hitting 9 or 10 out of 10, I'm disappointed. And I think the way Spirits of the Forest was put together, a lot of the footage was taken from fans and then Anton put it together. So it was just not what I was expecting, and therefore I was disappointed. But looking at Depeche Mode M, this to me looks fabulous. This looks to me like it's everything that I would expect from a sort of Depeche Mode production. Now, I know some of you have seen it already. There have been previews, and I would like to read your comments in the description below. Let me know what you thought of that. I, of course, am only talking about the trailer now. Now, I might be disappointed going in to see it. I can promise you I'll give you my honest opinion. But I somehow do not think I will be disappointed. I just got a really good feeling about this. And following the disappointment I had in the Spirit album, I was very happy when I heard the last album, Memento Mori. I was a bit nervous when it came out because I was like, oh no, please don't. I'm not going to say Spirit was a bad album, but I do think that, to me, they'd kind of dropped the ball a bit with it. Personal opinion. And I was scared that the new album was going to be the same. Of course, you can watch my review on Memento Mori. I was pleasantly surprised. I felt that it was a return to form, and it was just a step in the right direction. So I enjoyed the Memento Mori album. And in conjunction with that, I went to the last tour. I saw 2 shows. I saw an indoor one and an outdoor one. I wasn't disappointed. I mean, Depeche Mode always give... I mean, they're masters of the craft, and they always give an incredible show. And I was very, very impressed with the production and everything. And of course, Memento Mori was a return to form. It's not one of my favorite albums, but it was certainly way better than Spirit, in my opinion. Now, I can't say much about Depeche Mode M because I've only just seen the trailer. All I can say is it just looks epic. It just looks like everything that I was moaning about on the Spirits of the Forest feature has been put right in this. This just looks epic. And I love the idea of doing it in Mexico. Whereas previous features have often, centered around Europe and, Germany, because Germany is always like a hub for Depeche Mode. Mexico just has this edge. Mexico is an edgy country, let's just put it that way. There is edge, there's that Latin fever, there's that fire. It also has a dark side to it, but it has a real edge to it. It's a very, very passionate, vibrant country, and it has that Latin fever, and you just feel that in this, all that edge. I think I can sum up one word that to me sums up Mexico, and that is edge. It is a country with edge, and a lot of that seeps into this, I feel. And also combining this theme of Memento Mori along with Mexico's Day of the Dead and all that, this to me just feels right, and I'm looking very, very forward to seeing it. So there's not much I can say about it. I mean, I've just seen the trailer, which was about 90 seconds. I did get goosebumps, and I thought, I'm really looking forward to seeing this. So as soon as I do, you can be rest assured I will come back here and I will record my brutally honest review, because I believe in speaking my mind. And talking about speaking your mind, I'd like to hear your comments. If you've seen it, if you were at one of the previews, then I would love to read your comments and, let me know what you thought of it. So not much more to say on that, except that I'm very, very excited. I am going to segue now into what's happening with me, the channel, Mesh, and all those other things. So if you want to jump off here now, I bid you farewell. I hope you will hit that like button and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. But if you want to hear what I've been up to, here goes. So early September, I was back in the UK. I did 3 support slots for Division Redo. We did Audio in Glasgow, we did the Corporation in Sheffield, and we did the Dome in London. So I was very, very honored to be on stage with Division Redo, although as a support act. And I did short renditions of my Depeche Mode interpretations, piano shows. The sets were about 8 songs long, and they went down really, really well. These weren't on the scale of sort of like the one I did earlier this year at the Hoxton Church, which was a big production with multi-camera setup and a real piano. And I will certainly be doing more of those shows at the end of the year here in Eastern Europe and also in Germany. So you can click in the link in the description below to see those shows. And once again, the Depeche Mode interpretation shows are just me on a piano singing Depeche Mode songs, kind of like I do in my Depeche Mode album review series, but sort of now live and on the road. No backing tracks, just a piano. Now, coming on to Mesh, which has always been a big talking point, and a lot of you have been asking. Now, for those of you who have been paying attention, the album is now finished. Mark and Richard just returned from Germany, where they spent a week with mix engineer and producer Olaf, just doing the final mixes, and that's always the crucial, difficult part. Sometimes just getting that mix right. The material sounding fantastic. It's been a long time since Mesh released an album. About probably 8, coming on to 9 years now. But Mesh fans, I can guarantee you, you're going to love this one. And if you're not a Mesh fan and you've not listened to Mesh before, then I encourage you to listen to it. Because if you're into the kind of music we talk about on this channel, you're going to love Mesh, I can guarantee you. That's it for now. You can find all the information in the description below. Please note my website is down at the moment because we're just busy doing a rehash and we're rebuilding some things. Some very exciting things to come. I'm always up to something, and that is why there has not been content for a while. But I thank you, as always, for your support and for always being there for me. Lots of love. Hit that subscribe button, leave your comments, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video or the next Mesh or the next Vaughn George show. Lots of love. I'll see you soon. Adios.